Excuse me. Can you cut that whole part? I'm sorry. That was just, blah. Hi everyone, welcome to the Divorcee Diaries YouTube channel. I am Jacqueline Bell and thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited to talk with all of you about everything amazing that happened after I got divorced, because there were some really amazing experiences that I was able to get actually after I got a divorce, which was fantastic. I never thought that these things would happen, and it really helped me be able to grow and really find the light at the end of the tunnel after reflecting, taking the time to journal and reflect on all of the amazing things that happened to me nearly 2 years after my partner or my ex-husband and I had divorced. So join me as I go through everything that has happened in these very quick 2 years that I'm so grateful for, that I could have never imagined would happen, and that's helped me in my journey of healing and being the best and stronger version of myself. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about, because it's actually the first thing that happened that I realized it happened, that was an amazing blessing that I just didn't know how to take. And honestly, I was really upset that I even got this, and I was like, what do I want with this? What am I going to do with this? But y'all, I made some money, okay? So as many of you probably know, I had to sell my house because I no longer wanted to keep a home that would keep me tied down to my past and keep me in that history with my ex-husband. So it was a mutual decision to get rid of it. And was able, after about, I think, a month and a half or 2 months, I was able to sell my house and earn about $30,000 from it, which is not, I think, which is amazing, right? It's amazing. It's a person's salary. It's great. And I got that all from the investment from selling my house. I only had that house, I think, 2.5 years. In just 2 years, we made $60,000 on our house, which is wonderful, and we split it evenly, so we were both able to walk away with something. But I remember so distinctly, like, what do I want with this money? I never wanted this money. I have nothing to do with it. There's nothing for me. Oh my gosh, y'all, I was just so sad. Okay, but I just want to say, if you're able to break up your assets equally, and if it's a divorce that you're able to do without having to incorporate lawyers into it, or at least without having to do too much of that, then it does make for a cleaner break at times. So this is just my example that I'm using. So I know that divorce is different in every single circumstance, and I was very fortunate to make sure that this was something that could be clean and profitable in this sense. So one of the best things that happened after my divorce is being able to walk away with some money. So I mentioned making money first because it leads into my second outcome after my divorce, which was wonderful, which was being able to travel the world. And not only being able to travel the world, but being able to travel the world solo. And if any of you have been able to watch me on social media or read my blog or watch my channel quite a bit, you'll see that being able to travel solo has been one of the most amazing opportunities for myself. That has been one of the most instrumental actions that have really helped me heal and also further grow as a person and develop who I am as a person. So I've been very appreciative of that. Hence the reason I was able to do that, because I sold my job. And I was also able to feel okay with indulging on my 30th birthday. That's when I first started my solo travel experience, and was able to indulge in amazing 5-star hotels in almost every country I went to. Actually, every country I went to, because I had money in the bank that I just had. So that's one of the great aspects. And again, I know that it doesn't happen for everyone, but it was something that I had as an outcome, and that helped me in healing and in my dreams, and was certainly a positive outcome after my divorce. So the third outcome I want to mention was actually quite a surprise. So I had, right when I was getting divorced with my ex-husband, he shared with me that he was able to get a promotion, which was great for him. Was I a bit jealous? I was like, yes, because I was in my job a little bit longer. So it was a little annoying. And then I decided toward the end of the year, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it and pitch my promotion that I believe I deserved. Because I'd worked, I think at that point for over 2 years and done quite a lot of great work at my employer. And I pitched my proposal to be a regional director for the department that I was working in, and it got accepted. So not only did I have a promotion and a beautiful regional director title, I also was able to get quite a big boost in my salary, which was fantastic. I am the one, the way your son don't need. So yes, made money from the very beginning, made more money towards the end of the year. I was able to make that happen. And that was because I just worked hard. I was able to focus on my job more instead of my stress from trying to make my marriage work, trying to make my ex-husband happy, and trying to make myself happy. It was all of these things coming together and me realizing after I have taken the time to really grow my strength, own my work that I do, where I was able to say, hey, I deserve this. I was very happy with the fact that I was able to negotiate a promotion and get the title that I desired. So it was really wonderful and something I didn't expect myself to do, but I did it all by myself. The fourth greatest outcome out of all of this, honestly, as well, is being able to find your freedom. And I say that, and I know it maybe sounds cliche, but honestly, I forget how much freedom you have when you become single or you become a one-income household. And for me, I don't have kids. So it was, I was all by myself, and that was a very scary thing. And it turned out to be one of the best things that could have happened to me because I was able to get reacquainted with myself and really identify what it is that I wanted to do with my life. And as I'm still growing and identifying that, right, changes, because now I have my promotion, that's great, but now I'm like, well, what else do I want to do? Honestly, my promotion, that is what I wanted for my field. This is my dream. Professionally for this part of my life. And now that I've gotten there, I'm like, what's next, right? What is really next for me? And I'm so excited to explore that and continue to explore that. And I have the freedom to do so. So don't take freedom for granted. You know, although it's great to share your life with the partner that you have, it does take the right partner to really be a teammate that brings out the best in you. And I think for me, I was able, once I was relieved of being a wife, in that sense. And it was just something that happened where I could really take a breather, focus on myself, love myself. And it turned out to be the most wonderful thing. It's very hard to go back to being boot up, right? At times. So it's the freedom, I gotta say, is pretty great. And so the final outcome that I want to share with all of you that really was so impactful for me, especially after my reflection and really seeing that, is the affirmation of the friends and the family that I keep. So I must say that my friends have been amazing. And I know I had great friends before, but there is nothing like a traumatic situation of some sort in your life where you see who your friends are and how they react and how they're able to be there for you when tragedy happens. And I cannot tell you how amazing it felt to know that every single friend that I had was amazingly supportive. And they really helped me get through some of my lowest times during that divorce period. Because, like, you know, although I talk a lot about how great it is, and it does get great. It's not that great when you're going through it. You got to get through it. And that's the hardest part, is going through it. But man, when I was able to finally look back and reflect on the friends that I have and how they helped me, oh my gosh, I just have to thank God every single time, because it showed me that these were the friends that I kept around were solid, and they're gonna be with me forever because I owe them so much. They were there for me, I'm gonna be there for them. And my family, although there actually were some tensions within my family, to be honest, that I've had with, you know, certain family members, but when it came time to leave my circumstance, I called them, I was vulnerable, and I said, I need your help. They, without a shadow of a doubt, came to help me. And they supported, not only helped me move out of my house and into my new apartment, but also helped me emotionally to feel that it's not my fault and that it was okay and that I'm gonna be better because of it. And I tell you, when my confidence was so low that it was like 0%, that's what it was, okay? And they really helped build it back up for me. They really did, both my friends and my family. So I was so affirmed in the love that I received, the friends that I keep, the family that I have. So I wish that for all of you that are going through this tough time, whether it's, you know, whether it feels bad and terrible, I want you all to know to listen to the folks around you, to keep your friends close, keep your family close. And although a lot of things don't seem like they are going your way, take the moment to reflect. And you will see that there are so many great things. And in time, you'll see them even more, right? Because like I said, my promotion didn't happen until like 9 months later towards the end of the year. You know, I didn't get to feel how I felt like this until maybe a year or two afterwards. And, you know, I just didn't know, you know, what was ahead for me, but I'm so excited. Only 2 years from actually separating from my partner, from my ex-husband, not actually, not divorcing, because it takes some time to get divorced. I think it took about 3 to 4 months. But when we actually separated, it was about 2 years ago. And all that has happened in 2 years is just amazing. It really is amazing. And you have to remember that life goes on, life gets better, and it will get better. Okay, so thank you all so much for joining me today on another episode of the Divorcee Diaries. If you like what you saw, please give a thumbs up and please do subscribe below. If you want to read more and dive deeper, please check out my blog. Please also check out my social media. I post there every day, practically every single day. And I'd love to hear from you. I try to get back to everyone, whether you're sliding my DMs or if you leave a comment on one of my posts. I do my very, very best to reply to you. So thank you all so much. I wish you so well. Have a great week. Mwah.